Okay, now today we will discuss how this conversion of Russia is going to play out here over many, many years to come. First of all, let's look at how we have a president who rose to power from obscurity. Basically, everything about Barack Obama is a complete lie. So, starting with his birth in Honolulu, Hawaii, his mother was a CIA bitch. His father was a communist pimp drug dealer named Frank Marshall Davis. So they had to destroy all records of his birth in order to bring about this coup. Actually, the coup began with the assassination of President Kennedy in 1963, and we see CIA operative George H.W. Bush was in charge of the operation to assassinate the president in Dallas there on in Dealey Plaza. So it was all planned out because we have this fake power structure, the Rockefeller group, the London bankers, Goldman Sachs, the whole bunch. So they tried to make it look as though, you know, some patsy named Lee Harvey Oswald, who was involved in fair play for Cuba there in Miami, that he was the one that pulled the trigger and shot John Kennedy. But okay, now we can see some interesting consequences, because we know that Rafael Cruz, that would be Ted Cruz's father, was a close associate of the same group. He's actually pictured with Oswald, and he also appears in another photograph in Dallas at the same time of the Kennedy assassination. So something was going on, and we don't know. He may have been on the fringe there of this assassination, but he was tied in with the same group, the CIA, basically. So both Ted Cruz and Obama are in the same ball of wax, so to speak. Now, so what's going on, though, is we see that in fulfillment of the Fatima prophecies, we see Russia undergoing a conversion, a very tenuous type of a process that takes very many years to reach its fulfillment. So we are in the very beginning, very first stages there. And this is going to bring about a reconciliation between the two lungs, the two organs of the church. We have Rome here, and then we have the Eastern Church here, which was originally set up in Constantinople there on the Mediterranean, on the Eastern Mediterranean. But so these two are going to come together, and that will actually be the peace that was predicted or prophesied through the intercession of the Blessed Mother Mary, whose date that we now celebrate here, the birth of Mary here on January 1st. Okay, what was her intercession, which allows us to have this period time of peace, which is going to be for many years, but it's going to take a long time. So now we see that the last phase of this Obama fake presidency is playing out now. He's sending back these Russian operatives here in Maryland. They're having to go back now to the Kremlin, and we see a little bit of anger on the part of Vladimir Putin, of course, because he knows that this is all a bunch of fake news, basically. So, and now we're going to have a whole new presidency, a whole normalization of our relationship with Russia. So we'll actually be part of this process now, to the detriment of these evildoers, these sick people who are involved with child abductions and torture and killing and everything else that is disgusting about America, about capitalism. All of this is going to disappear as this victory comes about. But it's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of tough fighting against these forces of evil. And we can be happy now that at least for our children and our grandchildren, they will have a much better world than this sick capitalistic America that we were forced to live in.